Y'all got secrets. Nah, as far as sons, I wasn't a perfect one. I was, especially when I learned to fight and how to shoot this gun. I play my role inside your story, let you use me some. But you forgot, thank the stepping stone when you won. I made it through last night today, gotta thank the sun. I'm Frank Talley, and this right addict shit has begun. And this ain't for them coward niggas, strictly for them ones that play the streets and really know that life ain't fun. I tell my people, they the reason that I know my power. So let's go get the gold they owe us while the shit's still ours. Growing up, I used to wanna rock that Eddie Bauer, but the closet with designer ain't gon' build my tower. This the pain of Avon Barksdale for them towers. I'm trying to live forever, so don't try to give me flowers. I can never love but make her think my heart is ours. I lost my grandpops in the joint and cried inside the shower. With all this hatred in my heart, my pain on OD. I'm past 30, ayy, I made it to be OG. She said that I be having nightmares, so she hold me. And hellfire where I sacrificed to old me. Faced with adversity, I still display my gratitude. An open mind is not an alley, explore avenues. Fuck that drama, we on money missions. Can't wait to see the day that I won't need this kitchen. What weighs less, an empty promise or a cloudy vision? Can't call yourself a man if you don't make your own decisions. Follow my breadcrumbs, you find your way to 1%. They try to tell us that it's difficult, it really isn't. I'd rather ask for forgiveness than request permission. I see you bossing up real soon from where I'm sitting. There's no way your dreams will come true like a true commitment. Where everything I've done, these words gon' help me gain redemption. It don't matter what you want in life, you must request it. My next level gon' require some divine protection. The boss of all bosses till the alpha stepping. Just don't assume you got the answers without asking questions. You got all this hate for men, but trying to raise a son. Would you want a bitch like you trying to date your son? Car full of books and laundry, getting even with the odds. Sometimes I feel like I had more luck when I killed and robbed. With all this hatred in my heart, my pain on OD. I'm past 30, ayy, I made it to be OG. She said that I be having nightmares, so she hold me. And hellfire where I sacrificed to old me. Faced with adversity, I still display my gratitude. An open mind is not an alley, explore avenues. Fuck that drama, we on money missions. Can't wait to see the day that I won't need this kitchen.
What's good? What's good? What's goody? It's your buzzing cousin Ghost Boogie, man. Listen, we got a dope episode for you tonight. We've got the one and only Frank Talley out of Cincinnati, Ohio. We even got Bridge HP checking in with us as well. So let's get into it. First up, we got my brother G-Fresh. What's goody, fam?
What's going on, Cincinnati? This is how we doing. I hope y'all had enjoyed the time off, your Thanksgiving, your bird. I called it. I know everybody was TOT, tired of turkey, so it's
Man,
time to get this podcast going again. Show y'all some love. We got out of Cincinnati, Frank Talley, and my man Mark Bridge. We go way back like spinal cords and car seats. We're gonna talk some good old hip hop, man, and find out more about this brother who's very talented in doing his thing. Shout out to Boogie, shout out to Mad Ways, shout out to everybody checking in, B boys and B girls. Let's get it going.
absolutely. Speaking of mad ways, the one and only motherfucking Bluebeard. What's goody, fam?
Yeah, what's good? What's good? Boogie, what's good? G Dash. We
Yeah,
in the
man.
house, man. Welcoming the fam. In here, Frank Talley. What it is.
Absolutely. Well,
That was a
yo,
dope video on the intro too.
man,
Yes,
listen,
yes.
that's the reason
Fire.
why when I saw and heard the song, that was like one of the first ones that I had picked out or press play on, and I was like, So yeah, there's a reason why he's on the show with us today. We've got the one and only Bridge in the house, though. First up, what's goody, fam? You're muted,
He's
You're
Bridge.
muted.
mute.
Yeah.
There we go. What's good?
Ah,
How y'all
What's
doing,
good?
man? Thank y'all
Good.
for having me and having us, having my man Frank Talley on, man. We appreciate y'all.
no
Hell
doubt,
yeah.
no doubt.
Salute.
Salute.
It's family. It's all family, right?
It's
So
a
Yep.
family
that's
affair.
right. Since speaking of family, it's time to get it. Mr. Frank Talley, y'all. What's goody?
Mm. Peace and blessings, man. Thanks for having us. What's happening?
What is?
Man, what's
You got it.
happening, man? So good to
Man,
have you here.
everything.
Beautiful, beautiful.
So, man, you got to tell us, you know, we're going to talk about, because I definitely want to know about more about, well, actually, let's do this. I want you to tell us about that song, that video, and what was your why behind actually making the song?
Secrets,
Yes, sir.
man. Uh, so when I heard the beat, I can remember like it was like 5 minutes ago. When I heard the beat, I just dropped my head, closed my eyes, and the word came to me, secrets. So I'm big on just listening for the download. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm a firm believer in that this mission is bigger than me, right?
Mhm.
What he say? Ain't no one man above the crew. You know that shit. Ain't that what he said? Those Jews. So
Mhm.
I listened for the downloads, man. And when that's the word just came, secrets. And then I just said, like, we all got secrets. I'm like, okay. So, as an artist, you play the beat, and then it start pulling at my heart. So I had to remove my ego by exposing my ego. You know what I'm saying? So I had to use my higher self to expose my ego. That's why it was so hard for me to, it was kind of difficult writing some of those words. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, as far as sons, I wasn't a perfect one,
I
especially
felt
when I learned to fight and how to shoot this gun. Like, that's kind of tough for a man to admit his shortcomings like that. First off, like the meet and greet is like, shit, I wasn't a perfect son.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So that's me talking to my moms right there initially, first and foremost, like, nah, I wasn't a perfect son. Like, so it's it's not a secret to me, but that's something she may have held to her. Something she may not never say to me, but she ain't gotta say it to me. I'm gonna say it for you. You know what I'm saying? So because I know what I was doing. I know who I was. I didn't see who I could become. So that was a secret to me. That was between the most high, his plan. But man, that song, man. That song. When Bridge first heard it, he like, nah, that's it. I'm like, that's it. Cause I always question. I don't care what you say. I gotta question you either way it goes. You can tell me that is it, but I still gotta question you. Like, man, that's it. Like, yeah, that's it. Nah, for real, because I really be wanting to know. So it was. He was in a booth with me trying to record me. But when I got to the part where I say, I lost my grandpops in the adjoining crowd inside the shower, that was tough for me. I couldn't get that part out, man, because that was my man's in them. See, unlike you, he wasn't a cancer survivor, bro. You know what I'm saying? He actually, it was over for him. So I remember like it was 5 minutes ago again. I'm in a joint. I'm making a phone call to check on my peoples, making my rounds. And he right there in front of everybody. My sister pick up the phone, like, you might as well say your last words. I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, I ain't trying to hear that. I'm in the joint. What are you talking about? My grandpops was right there passing away. He couldn't speak, but he can hear me. You know what I'm saying? So it was hard for me. I think it was, dang, Bridge, what was it, like 5 takes to get that out? I'm normally 1 take in the studio and I'm on to the next song. I couldn't get past that, man, because that part was rough. So that's me. That song right there means so much to me because that's me living fearless in those 2 or whatever minutes of that song. That's me being fearless, man. So I appreciate you liking that song, embracing that song, and everybody who listened to that song and like it, man. I appreciate everybody.
That beat was a vibe, bro. For real.
Woo,
I
that
think
beat.
I think we have a consensus when he said that's it. That's it.
That's it, man.
I think we know
Yeah.
now. That's it. That's it, bro.
Man, I mean, like now that even what you talked about and just what you shared about your grandfather made me think about something that you I wasn't there for the last moments with my father, and it was only over the phone, right? So because there was a separation and distance and
Yeah.
stuff like that. So and same thing. So that I feel and the emotion behind it before I even had a chance to even get this story from you and hear about it. I heard it and I felt it, and that's what I connected with because I connect with, like Madway says, the vibe, the emotion, the feeling of the songs. So that one right there, you've got one right there. And
I appreciate that.
honored to have us to be able to open the show up with such a dope song. And if you guys missed it, well, you can run it back, but I will put the little
We might end the show with that one because it's so
I
strong.
have a question on that though, Frank. So I'm an
What's
artist
up?
too. Since you saying that it was hard to get it out of the studio, are you performing this track?
Oh yeah.
Hey, listen. Hey,
Because if
Bridge,
you not, you
hey,
definitely need
Good
to
question.
perform this.
Yeah.
let me tell you. Listen, matter of fact, after this, Bridge, we gotta post it. So listen, October 26th, we opened up for Kiss, right? Jada Kiss, man.
Jada Kiss, man. Salute.
Listen, man, that was the last song I did.
Mm.
And listen, it was tough for me. But I did it though. I don't do the whole taking my shirt off thing and all that, right, on stage and all that. That night the spirit came over me, man. Pause. And
No, did it.
and listen, I took my shirt off, but I told him, like, man, I'm about to bare my soul because that's what it was. That's that moment for me, man. And guess what? Afterwards, right? They like, man, run that back. I'm like, what?
That's what's
Wow.
up, man.
Yeah.
That's why I'm telling you. That's why I'm asking. Since you said, you was having difficulty dropping it, I'm like, man, I wonder if he's performing it. Because if he not, I mean, you need to figure out how. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Listen.
You need to find some mind space to be able to just, man, because I can already see that live, man.
Look, when I say living fearless, right? That comes with it because I knew there was going to have to be a point in time where I had to perform the record. So as tough as it is, my purpose of putting it out there is to expose myself. I'm going to give you my heart before you try to take it from me. So it's nothing for me to perform it. Now, even though it's I ain't gonna say it's nothing for me to perform it because it's tough, but I'm a warrior though. So I don't care about what's tough. I'm gonna run towards it. I'm not gonna run from it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, no, it's tough, but I get it done though.
Hey, every time I hear that song now, I told him every time I play it, which I play it all the time, but I'm waiting for the applause at the end because at the show it was like a Purple Rain moment for real. You know what I'm saying? The crowd was like, and everybody knew him. They was like, "Yeah, bring that back!" Screaming and whistle. So when I play it in the car, I'm waiting for that reaction at the end because it's like it's that dope to me.
I mean, if you re-release it or whatever, I think you should take the audio from the crowd reaction at the end and blend it in to the end and let it go out on the intro to go out on
that'd be dope.
That's dope. I like that.
Yeah.
Who's the producer on that? Let's give him some love. He did a nice track.
Man, that's Boger on the track, man. He from the UK, man.
Word.
Shout out to the UK.
Shout out to the UK.
Hey, listen, Boger, right? You know how Just Blaze and Hove, they just meshed.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? They did their thing together. And then he did this thing with Timberland and all them too. But my favorite records is with him and Just Blaze. because the way Just Blaze make his beats. But when it comes to Boger, man, I tell you what, my catalog is extensive, and it's 90% him, man.
Damn, that's a working relationship right there.
Damn.
Man, listen, dude, I ain't gonna lie, man. He's God's gift to me. He helped me express myself.
That's what's up. Shout out to Boger.
Man, big shout out to Boger, man.
Yeah, that's good.
Actually,
You know,
yeah.
let the producer, let the drummer get some.
Man, what? He the man.
So
Well, we can tell from listening, yeah, that y'all do have that marriage. Y'all collaborations feel authentic. You could feel
Man,
that.
guess what though? That's between me, God, of course he gonna be in the middle, and Boger, man, because guess what? He and I never met. You know what I'm saying? That's a soul tie.
yeah, man, that's
Yeah.
crazy. So check this out, man. We always start the show off with the first question. I deviated because that song was very powerful, and
We had to tell about the secret.
we had
Man.
we had
to
we
talk
had
about
we had to
secret.
get it. We had to get the secret
We had
behind
to
the
let the
secret.
secret out.
We had to let the secret
Yeah.
out. Exactly. But it's time for us to get into it. So what we want to do is always know, what is your first memory that you have associated with hip hop and hip hop music?
Going back, like instantly, what pops up in my mind is
That
standing Wind Terrace before Wanna Hill. So this me as a kid. It's like 7, 8 years old. My mother was dealing with a guy at the time, not the same guy. He passed away. She married on, but they was having a party, and I remember sitting on my mama's lap out here. I can remember Parliament playing, then NWA, and sometime after, I was kicking it with the same gentleman. He was rolling up his little tops, smoking his weed, and we listening to the Chronic. Now, the whole entire Chronic playing, and I can remember just sinking into the music. You know what I mean? I'm like,
How old were
man,
you
what
again?
is it? Man, I was a kid, man.
Gotcha.
I was a kid. So, yeah, because I was, man, Wind Terrace, moved to Coreyville at like, well, no, that's on the hill. So, man, I was a kid, man, like maybe
So,
7, something like
all
that.
right.
I don't know,
So
a
it
kid.
soaked in early. You're soaking in the Chronic. I get it. So what were you captivated by? Like, what was it that captivated you first? Was it like the lyrics, or was it the beat?
At first,
Or what?
at first, it was the beats,
Mhm.
right? Because at that time he was playing. So I'm listening to that, and I'm like, what? And then 1, 2, 3. So I'm young. I'm hearing the numbers. I'm like, what? And then he kept playing it. Now I'm like, okay, I like that. So now every time he in the living room playing music, I'm going to sit on the floor. I ain't even playing the video game no more. I'm sitting on the floor listening to the music. So as I got older, start listening to I can remember doing the same thing, but now I'm sitting in front of the stereo with the headphones on, in front of the speaker, in front of the receiver, listening to the Above the Rim soundtrack. You
Good
know what I
soundtrack.
mean? So, and those beats was just knocking. So I'm like, man. Now at this time, I'm not trying to form my
Another
words or
Death
nothing.
Row. That's another Death Row soundtrack. That was Death Row's first soundtrack.
Death Row's first soundtrack, right? And so my mama would
Besides
make me
Murder
like
Was the
take
Case. I'm sorry, Murder Was the Case was the first one.
Murder Was the Case was
The first
that was
soundtrack they did. That was before Above the Rim, and then Above the
okay.
Rim came out. Yeah.
So So boom, listening to that, my mama would make me cut the music off because she feel like I'm listening to it too much. So when she would go upstairs, I would just sneak, cut the cable on. Now I'm listening, watching the videos, and because now you can't get me away from the music. Now it's over. You can't get me away from the music.
Mhm.
So now after school, do my homework. I would try to draw because that was my first passion, drawing. I would try to draw, but it didn't draw me in like music. So back to the music now. Music became my addiction, like Menace to Society movie became my addiction too. I would watch that every day as well. So now I'm freestyling. I'm trying to freestyle now over No Limit beats. I was horrible. I was horrible, but I was just starting.
You was
You know
still
what I mean?
killing Silk the Shocker though. Sorry.
Hey, listen. Hey, funny thing, I opened up for Silk the Shocker too.
Shout out to Silk the Shocker,
Word.
man. But yeah,
Listen,
limit,
dude, we'll get up to that. But dude
he's
is
a
a
dope
solid
individual.
guy, man. He's a solid guy. We'll get up to that. So now I'm trying to freestyle. Now I'm trying to write. Now I've always been an avid reader, but I just can't place the words to where they make sense to me, like what I'm listening to on the radio. So now, because I wasn't cussing, but it just wasn't making no sense to me. So I'm like, man, I gotta cuss. So me and my mama would go back and forth. We would bump heads. You ain't gotta cuss to do that. If you feel like you gotta cuss to do it, or you don't need to do it. Yes, I do. Man.
Shout out to
So
my Dukes.
man, shout out, man, big time. So now here I am being defiant. She letting me do me because she like, all right, well, you got to learn. The one thing about her, she always just let me find my own way. She didn't superimpose nothing on me. She allowed me to find my own way.
Mhm.
And it's funny though. So now I'm still doing the same thing, freestyling over Master P joints. But now I'm like, something just telling me on the inside, I need to do more research. So now I'm listening to Sibo, Selly Cell, Brother Lynch Hung, Spice
Yeah,
One,
all of them.
like
Damn,
Dating Family.
those are my brother's favorites.
Man,
That
going
was in that almost in that order.
Almost in that, but see, this is how it's coming to me in that order because that's how I used to play the music. I used to sit at the top of the steps with my notebook and pencil because it was bedtime. So I'm sneaking and doing this. I got the radio down low to where only I can hear it, and I'm studying music. You know what I'm saying? And that was that was my introduction to hip hop, and I've been in love with it ever since.
Man, so
That's a great story. That's a great story.
very much a great story. And what you mentioned, like when you mentioned the 1, 2, 3 into the 4, right? That was something that DOC coached Snoop, and Snoop even says it because even the doc even mentions it in a lot of his stories, is that he was like always he opened up the formula, 1 the 2 to the 3 and the 4, and he used that because it is a way to get people as attention immediately, and they can immediately start going because they know, all right, they can start going with it, and now you've got them. So it's a hook immediately to the ear. It grabs the ear. So that's what drew my attention to when you said that statement as a young kid, right? You had the beats, because there's no way that, especially if you think of G Thing, just the beat with Leon Hayes, or the way it knocks, it's like a trance. It's like it starts to get your head going. No Diddy. but yeah, I was just saying, like it just yeah, big pause, right? But it's just one of those things, though. So I can see as a kid hearing that and being exposed to that, and that grabbing your ear. Absolutely, I can 100% vibe.
Yeah, it was the melody first, and then 1, 2. I had no choice but to follow it because I know numbers. I got no choice.
Yeah.
Let me
Mary,
ask
go
you
for
this.
it.
Let me ask you this. So when after doing your research, sneaking and listening to it, music down, you got your, putting some curse words in there for some spice. When did you like what was that first one you was like, okay, I can do this shit. I can this is
Yes.
something I can do. What was that first song or that first moment when you was like, yeah, this is shit I can do?
So I had wrote a rap. It was some older guys already rapping. I was looking up to them now at this time. I'm in the 6th grade. And the older guys, they were at the time Snake Pit Thugs in Mount Auburn down on Glencoe. So I'm looking up to them now, right? And I used to go down there with these raps, but I never rapped them because I wasn't sure. And I spit one of them one time. I still remember it. I was young too, but I was at this point in time. Now, keep in mind, I'm soaking up game because I'm around older guys and I'm watching what they doing, and I'm outside a little bit now, right?
Hmm.
Because my rebellion kicked all the way in. My first rap it was full of game. Then say, first put your knot in your bag, got the account your dimes, and make sure it's proper grams before you step outside and serve them grams. Even if in front of grams, you got to get that dough and roll up for your focus, nigga. Hit that dro and worry about no female if she ain't copping off the scale. But that's all they gave me because it's like that's my first time rapping, my first rap, all that. But they knew at that time, like, okay, he gonna be something. So they just told me, like, encouraged me, like, keep rapping, keep rapping. But they never let me on another song, right? And why would they? That's just one out of X amount that I had. My confidence level was enough. So why would they allow me to be on another song,
Hmm.
right? They just allowed me to be around, continue to be around, and help me gain this experience. But yeah, that's when I knew. That's when I knew. I'm like, I'm gonna just keep writing. I'm gonna keep writing because once I get older, they ain't gonna be able to touch me. They can't deny me no more. So now I'm being mad because I can't get on the records with them no more. I'm feeling left out. So that pushed me like, man, you know what? I'm gonna be better than everybody.
They gave you that ambition. Shout out to Snake Pit Thugs. They gave you that.
Yeah.
They gave you that grind mentality. All right, y'all
But,
ain't let me on this track. Watch this.
but we all still love one another to this day, even though Glencoe shut down and things ain't the same.
Mhm.
But love is still law. No matter where you go, it's universal. But
That's
y'all,
what's up.
that was it. That's what let me
I
know.
I think the one thing that's dope though is regardless of if they didn't let you on a song or not, they still let you kick it and stay around and soak up because
Game.
you learn so much just by sitting in there and observing, right? You observed like, all right, this is how you do it, but also, well, this is how I would do it if it was me, and you were like kind of getting to see both
Almost
sides
like
of,
an apprenticeship.
and it was
He was interning.
100%.
Yeah,
Interning.
exactly. That's exactly because it was so many. Listen, if I could tell you how many was rapping, rest in peace, Biscuit. So Biscuit
Rest in peace.
or B slash, he's one of the ones that encouraged my pen. He would come and sit with me, write with me because he was listening to uh Big L and all that before I was. He was getting me hip to people I wasn't hip to because I was outside just running around. I wasn't still enough to listen to music, but he was taking it so serious. Man, he one of the reasons why my pen is the way it is, man. Man, I miss him, man. But dude was so nice. He was crazy. But
Yeah.
so yeah, he helped me out. He tightened me up. But it was too many people rapping at that time for me to insert myself anyway because they was already doing it and I'm just starting, so I can't get in the way.
Yeah. Well, that's dope, man. So tell me about like you got into that, and I guess because we always ask like your first time in the studio. That was your first time in the studio. Outside of like fast forward to when you started doing it on your own, and you know, what was that first project like for you, and where was your headspace at that point?
So when I start recording by myself,
Yes, sir.
okay. Honestly, I didn't start recording for myself until maybe 2007-ish. Because again, like people were being incarcerated, but it was still people, it was still a chain of command. And I'm one of the ones, I have to follow order, I have to follow law, I have to have some type of structure. So I was still waiting my turn. I was still writing, but I was still waiting my turn. But when people, as relationships began to lose its closeness, I had no choice but to write on my own, because I'm like, damn, I got this love, I can't just stop. And I'm the type of person, when I'm in love with something, I'm just in love with it, and the love don't fade, because I'm gonna love it with the same love that God got. So now it was kind of tough for me, because it's like a bird being pushed out of the nest and having to learn how to fly on his own for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
It was scary for me, but it was fun too, because now I don't have to fall into nobody's guidelines. I can do it the way I want to do it. I can structure my courses the way I want to. So I began to create my own disciplines and all of that. So I hope that answered the question.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
and Amistad. Give me free. Give us free. You was
Yeah,
free
man.
to
Hey,
let it out.
and once I got going, once I got going, man, I'm gonna say this too. It wasn't up until I began to write by myself that I realized I had a whole lot of anger, because my songs was angry as fuck. Like my guy just told me a couple months ago, he called me just out of the blue. Like he don't call my phone too much, but he was smoking and he called my phone. I pick up, I close my book. I'm like, "What's up, bro?" He like, man, you know, you was doing drill rap way before these people, because you was angry as hell back in the day, bro. And I ain't think about that. I was angry as hell, but the songs was dope. If I can find it, I'm gonna make sure y'all get a copy of the project that I tried to put out before I got incarcerated again. It was called Retaliation. If I can get a copy of it, I'm gonna make sure y'all get a copy of it. Man, it was pressure though.
That's what's up. He was drill rapping before it really caught on. That's interesting.
Y'all gonna see. Y'all gonna be like, oh, I get it. I get it. But it was boom bap. But it was mainly boom bap beats. Like I'm a boom bap kind of guy, right? Like the new beats cool. I can slaughter them. I can do whatever to whatever beats. Like I do whatever. Once I find what's making whatever the beat trying to say to me, I'ma say it for the beat.
Right.
But at heart though, I'm better expressive on a boom bap.
Good to know. Good to know. I'm gonna have to throw something your way. I got that rock with the boom bap.
Nah, for real, man. For real. I love boom bap, man. It do something. If it forces you to be authentic.
I agree.
That's what boom bap does. Like it's that spirit within boom bap. It's the spirit within hip hop. I don't think hip hop and rap is the same. It's two different things. It's the big brother and the little brother. Like with rap, I can say what I want to say. Who cares? They just want to hear me rap. They just want to move. But when it comes to hip hop, it's like, okay, so what you trying to tell me? Because now I'm talking to the critical thinker inside of every man and woman. So I better be saying something. You know what I mean? So
yeah. We always say hip hop, it's the mother. And you got rap, you got different genres underneath it. Hip hop is the mother. She, spurns it all. She's the culture.
Yeah. She's the culture. So you better be saying something.
Mm-hmm. Hip hop, period.
Yeah, y'all. Period though.
Shout out to Bridge. Slight plug there and there. Slide it in.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, the question: when did y'all two link up? You and Bridge and get done with the hip hop period.
Me and Bridgerton. I be getting on his nerves so bad, right? But so my brother, mama named me Evan, dope producer. Man, that's my brother, man.
AKA Young X.
Young X, you know what I'm saying?
AKA Mr. Timeless Recording Studio.
Big timeless.
Enjoy
big
myself
timeless.
at the Beat Battle. Young X was doing his thing.
So he and I was having lunch one day, and he seen that I was taking music serious at this point because I had recently been released from another prison stint. So, but I'm taking it serious now because it's like, man, it's the point of no return for me. I can't keep giving these people years. I'm no longer willing to even entertain the person who I used to be. That person had to die. So now I'm taking music serious. So he say, man, you need somebody that's gone not only just encourage you, like we believe in you, but you need somebody that's gonna push you to the next level and believe in you at the same time and help you, man. So he like, man, I got the perfect person for you. He called Bridge. You know, this Bridge motherfucker had the nerve to ask him talking about some, is he ready? Talking to
hey, but that's a poignant question. Is you ready? Because when you get to the point, you're getting your labels, you work with artists, you know who is ready and who ain't.
Hey, listen,
remember was that group Swerve Gang? They wasn't ready. They wasn't ready. So you gotta ask,
look,
is you ready?
I get that, bro. But consider the source. Somebody's calling you, bro.
I guess, yeah.
Right? A reputable source is calling you, and you got the nerve on speakerphone to say, "Is he ready?"
That sounds
Man,
like
who
a
you
fucking
think you talking to?
Hey, you was in the background. You ain't
Yeah.
Now that's fucking funny. That's hilarious.
Oh shit!
Oh, he ready? He like,
Man.
am I ready? This
So-
young I've already vetted this boy.
You know what I'm saying? But once we linked, though, he came to a session and he was like, man, that's crazy because I wanted to work with you because Young X put out a mixtape called Young X versus Everybody.
Mhm.
And I was almost on every track. And Bridge played something like, man, yeah, this you right here. He played it. I'm like, damn, I ain't heard that in I don't know how long. And ever since then, man, I've been getting on this man's nerves, man.
Match made in heaven.
Yeah, listen, and it's only right because it's even deeper than that because y'all gotta understand, Moach and Evan had a real good relationship, and they was doing their thing too. So Evan seeing what I was doing with Moach, and then this is the other part. Talley and Moach from the same block. They from the same neighborhood.
That was my man and them.
So it's only right that was more of my question. When I said is he ready? Because I wasn't managing nobody else. I wouldn't partner up with nobody. I don't even like to say manage. I wasn't partnering with nobody that on no more runs. But when I heard it was him, and then I knew on top of it where he came from, yeah, it was no question.
Yeah, we've been rocking. Like we've been rocking, man. Like that's my man's in them, and I gave him a hug in public, like a real one. Like, man, you know what I'm saying? That's my brother, man. I just did Thanksgiving up there with him and his family too, man. Got welcomed in.
He ate all the food too.
Hey,
well, you invited me. I'm gonna show you love.
Pie, man, I don't know what she did to that pie, man, but that pie.
Yeah, I think we're gonna put them on the market.
Word. What kind of pie was it?
Sweet potato pie, but it's what she did with the crust and man.
Put that
she hooked it up.
But yeah, y'all, that's how Young Bridge, my oldest, you know, that's how me and Bridge can not link.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Is he ready though?
Yeah, disrespectful ass.
Man, I love it though. I love
Word,
it.
word. Yeah.
So, going through, what is like the one song that you did or have done thus far that's been the one that you're the most proud of? I know you're proud of them all, but if you had to rank one, is there one that's like has
Your go-to joint. Your band,
Uh,
your pick-me-up joint. That one.
yeah.
the pick me up joint.
What's the one if you get a chance to perform in front of somebody that it means everything in front of, like this performance means everything? You got one of them. What's the one?
Damn, bro. Damn, bro.
He said, "I love all my children."
I know
You
it's
know what
hard.
I'm
It's a
saying?
hard question. It's a hard
Like
question.
I'm gonna tell you why it's a hard question. Because like I put, you know what? I ain't gonna lie. I know what it is now because thanks to Bridge, he helped me see what it was because I was gonna overlook it. It's called the Bloody Knife. I was gonna overlook it because once I drop something, I go about on to the next one, man. I ain't got time to be just sitting and going over songs and being attached to it. But he actually made me sit and listen to the Bloody Knife. It's gonna be on the way too, but that's pressure. It's pressure. It's I give you a sneak peek. Say, what can you say to a nigga that strive but met the ceiling? Forgot that it was war and slept on the opposition. Made it to the top and died in that position. Somebody always want what you take for granted. It's a given. The person that broke you is not expected to build you, and those who traumatize you can never be those to heal you. Those you love most could be the ones that'll kill you. I understand the shit you be saying, but I don't feel you. You rushing to be the boss, the penalty, risking loss. If it wasn't for the routes that I took, should I be lost? Expose you to more. There's no way you could turn it off. Be sure that you're protecting your name at all costs. If you don't care, then they never will. You ain't been where I made it through. You can't tell me how to feel. Couldn't even tell me how it feels. So just shut the fuck up and pay attention to the heart of real. I just put my all into this shit. I always put my all into this shit. My all is what you get. Even when I stand tall and if I slip, I always put my all into this shit. Like I don't really go over the song for real much, so that was the little stumble. But yeah, man, that was one of them ones, and the beat is just it's classical, hypnotic. It's beautiful, man. That's
Hey,
that's
that song,
perfect.
that song, man, that song gonna be a motivator for a lot of people. That's the way I see it. I see it's a connected motivator because it's the hook is insane. You know what I'm saying? The hook's insane.
Let me
Tell us
just go
what you
ahead
think.
and point one thing out though. This is episode 59.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say probably out of 59 episodes, you're probably maybe I can't remember I know there's
I
probably
think I
one
know what
other.
you're about to say.
There's not been anyone else that's ever just spit live on air.
I
Out
was
of
just
all of
thinking.
the
I said, did we
MCs that
have
had
anybody?
we've
I was
had,
racking my brain for that.
like I know there's maybe one, maybe, but like if not, you're one of the few to actually, if not maybe even
Straight
the first,
acapella and
to
dropped it. We
just
appreciate that.
be like that we've had to not coerce
yeah.
anything
Hey,
out,
listen though. Let me tell
anything
you something, man.
forced. Like you
That's
just
gonna happen
go.
a few times. That's gonna happen a few times before this interview over.
It
Because
will.
hey,
The
That's
floor is yours. That's all I'm gonna
once I
say.
get
The
an
floor is
audience,
yours.
it's
Yeah.
over, bro.
that's hip
You have
hop.
an
That's some hip
audience.
hop
That's hip
shit. That's
hop.
hip hop.
Yes, I love it.
Yeah, once I get an
Salute.
audience, man. Hey, man, three or more, it's up. Because I feel like an artist should be able to, like y'all doing, ask me a question, it take me somewhere, and it should be something that remind me of something, and it should be something coming up. Like, so, it's gonna happen. I just can't help it, but that's how I'm wired.
I love it. Well, salute to you on that, man.
Thank you, my
Yes.
brother.
Appreciate it.
Mad
Listeners
ways.
appreciate
Got
that.
anything? Got any questions?
Oh man, shit,
Artist to artist.
man.
Well, I like what you said earlier when you asked him how about his performing that song "Secrets."
Yeah, for sure.
Finding that space to do that.
Yeah.
I know I went
That's
off for a
crazy.
while, but you got some. What you got coming out? Like you got some. You working on something right now? You got album or you freshly
Hey,
dropped
hey,
some or what's the word?
hey, if I told you that, you probably wouldn't even believe me, man. So that's why when we were backstage, Boogie asked me what was up. I say, man, I'm already. No, he said it's almost the end of the year, and my reply was, I'm already in next year. So I say that because
Yes.
I have All Kings Suffer. I have Compliments to the Chef with me and Kid Bo, which is my motherfucking brother from another. Uh I have that. I have Killer Shoot First. That's another mixtape that I'm just about to trash industry joint song. I have Necessary Evil. Like so next year it's up for next year.
Yeah.
Like that's an entire year. And that's not even all the projects. That's just the ones that's just right there. Like that's not even all of them. Like all next year, I plan on like running people crazy.
Well, I mean, he's talking about time, and you know what? This is just time to do this. Let's just go ahead and grab Frank Talley. I'm sorry, I'm having tongue tie issues today. Frank Talley. When it's time. Tell me about
Oh,
when it's time. Tell me about your mind state. What was the concept? What was the why behind this song? As I get this queued up.
so again, it was the melody, man. Like those type of beats, my ego it just walks out. Like me and my ego got a good relationship now. So he just walked out like, oh, this ain't for me. You know what I'm saying? Because the beat came on and then the download came through and it just said when it's time. So now I'm asking myself when it's time what? I had the hook before the verses. So it say, when it's time, okay. When I die, don't cry. Throw a party for me. But if a hating nigga kill me, kill them all for me. I know if nobody love me, then Allah love me. Make sure you tell all my hoes I love them all for me. See, but my ego don't be too far away though. You know what I'm saying? He gotta let it be known that he right there. Like when we die together. Like what do you mean?
You know what? I love the fact that you explained it like that because I was checking out this song earlier and I love it because it was like you were saying some deep shit, but then you were flipping it with some other shit, like some real shit, and it was just that's what I was appreciating as I went through this
Yeah.
myself.
Cause it's one of those. It's another one of those again. Like I have to acknowledge, like in Secrets, when I say I'm past 30, hey, I made it to be OG. So in this one again, when it's time, that's me again acknowledging that I'm in a finite state. Like this is not my forever state. This is me, in a sense, getting comfortable with the inevitable, right? Because all good things, they just come to an end, man. So I have to make sure what I'm leaving behind, I got to make sure it shine properly. You know what I'm saying? If I'm gonna leave some jewels behind, I got to make sure I polish them up properly for the next person. You know what I mean? So I feel like I'm being entrusted with a great obligation and a duty to add value to something that people consider to be losing its value. So I have to say something, even when it's a song where people would typically say nothing. I still have to find a way to say something. You know what I mean? So when it's time is me again acknowledging, like, damn, when it's time. So it got to go like, fuck attention. I attend to the money. Giving up right before the tables turn can hump me. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta do what I gotta do. But anyway, yeah, that's the question. When it's
Hey,
time.
look, and it is time right now, y'all. When it's time, right here, B-Boys Underground.
Yeah. When it's time. Hey yo, fuck attention, I attend to the money. Giving up right before the tables turn can hunt me. She speaking about relationships, I think she just wanna flaunt me. But only worth a plate of sushi 2 times if she lucky. I ain't arrogant at all, I just know what I'm worth. Zero tolerance, it's different when the roles reverse. If there's no eye contact throughout when we converse, then I'ma ask for the check before she asks for dessert. This how you know you got too many numbers. When you go see niggas you used to serve to start discussing the numbers. They got no choice but be humble, he controlling the numbers. But in respect for the business you did, he lowered numbers. And a real nigga wanna see you eat though. To make sure you understand, he gon' speak slow. How that's your main bitch, you let it get repo. I got the Desi resting on the devil's peephole. When I die, don't cry, throw a party for me. But if a hating nigga kill me, kill them all for me. I know if nobody love me, then Allah love me. Make sure you tell all my hoes I love them all for me. Let the obituary read everything he said. Live like he took an oath, but never knew a pledge. Really born on the corner and lived on the edge. When it's time, it was time. There's no time to dread. When it comes to success, what matters are form habits. Never let love distract you from transactions. Listen close to me, it's greatness, yet I got this. My focus is the club in Dubai. You frequent hat tricks. 2 different niggas for sure. We in the kitchen rocking coke for investments, not fucking Dior. When the pain becomes hard to stomach, I work the core. Rubber dead homies' names on my arm is any pause. I suck at relationships. Say you love me and I damage you. Don't take it personal, I wasn't taught to handle you. I'm the type if I got 4 zips and I can leverage 2 to put niggas on that's ready and pass samples too. Looking for opportunities and provide them. Proactive with the youngest while others just misguide them. The streets kill whoever, you lucky if you survive them. Soon as the devil open the door, I'ma surprise him. When I die, don't cry, throw a party for me. But if a hating nigga kill me, kill them all for me. I know if nobody love me, then Allah love me. Make sure you tell all my hoes I love them all for me. Let the obituary read everything he said. Live like he took an oath, but never knew a pledge. Really born on the corner and lived on the edge. When it's time, it was time. There's no time to dread.
Papa Banger.
Thank you.
Yeah, that made you follow along and pay attention. That beat was nice.
Yeah, like peep the journey though. It sound like a Western, right? Mm-hmm. So at the end of the first verse, I say, I got the Desi resting on the devil's peephole. So you ain't got to come looking for me. I'm going to come looking for you. So at the end of the second verse, I'm like, man, as soon as this devil open up the door, I'm going to surprise him. Like, I'm going to get me a shot off before you take me. And this is my shot. Like, hip hop is my shot. Like, before you even think about coming to me on your pale horse, this is what's going on. This is me taking every single shot. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is me again living fearlessly. You know what I mean?
Yeah, when you said that line about resting on the devil's people, I I remember just stopping and I was like, I like that one right
there. Yeah. I'm gonna bring the apocalypse, nigga.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, I'm here. I'm already here. Like, I'm all in. Like, that's
you like, feel me? Like, I'm here.
I'm all in. I'm all in. I'm all in.
That's
you
great.
You looking for me? I'm looking at you.
Like, I'm here.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm already at your house, my guy.
I'm all in. Are
that's
you
a good
all
composition. In? Hell yeah. Love it. That was dope.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you. Man.
What else should we play that's got some visuals to it? What would you recommend next?
What's up there, Bridge?
Shaq and Kobe, man. Oh yes, Shaq
Oh,
and Kobe, man. Shaq and Kobe.
oh,
Shaq and
So,
Kobe. It's crazy, man. Like you gonna
tell,
have to.
tell me about this.
That's
oh. So
it's yeah. Go ahead.
you want to tell him how you feel? Did I tell him how I feel?
I mean, they know how I feel. Like it's beyond words for me. You go ahead.
Okay, so Shaq and Kobe. Now they might feel away, but I feel like they shouldn't have been able to rap on the beat like that without me. Like I'm talking about Ralph and Meek. Like they shouldn't have been able to do that beat without me. Who the fuck are they? Right?
Hmm.
So this is me like letting them know. You know what I mean? Like I did more than what it takes to be great. You can't minimize it. For what it takes to stop me, I'm hoping you strategize it. It doesn't make me smile when texting me grand rising, unless you become part of the reason my grand's rising. It's all about timing. I'm patient and persistent. You never know the outcome when you're rushing or resistant. Do for loved ones is now my only commitment. Investing in myself. Now watch me collect interest. You know what I'm
Mm,
saying? So
mm.
this just me talking. I'm like, man, y'all got me fucked up. Y'all gonna let me in here. Y'all got me fucked up. Y'all can't do without me, man. Not no more.
Hey,
So
I
that's
feel
Shaq
you.
and Kobe.
There it is, man. Well, here it is, Shaq and Kobe, y'all.
What is this?
That rag addict shit.
Maybach music.
Nah,
I
just say
this
it rag
Maybach
addict
music.
shit. Hard headed.
Sweet.
Yeah, I know. But it ain't that though. I did more than what it takes to be great. You can't minimize it. But what it takes to stop me, I'm hoping you strategize it. It doesn't make me smile when texting me grand rising, unless you become part of the reason my grand's rising. It's all about timing. I'm patient and persistent. You never know the outcome when you rushing or resisting. Do for loved ones, it's now my only commitment. Investing in myself, now watch me collect interest. This all black got me looking tall. At your repass, like I ain't the one killed you with a lit cigar. Yeah, they heard and I know it's hard to stand next to the one you wanna kill, but ain't got the heart. Yeah, I wrote my curses in cursive in the garden, watching Eve get satisfied by the serpent. Came to me bragging like, see how I made her slurp it. I look with a smirk like, I hope it all was worth it. Yeah, I've been before you niggas time, and after all this time, the time is still mine. These hoes for everybody, so how can you steal mine? I ain't touched her in years, but asked her, still mine. Both men and women creatures of habit. The hoes chase who hustle, the women chase who establish. Before anything, you better call me a maverick, cause I'm more than what you see, something you couldn't imagine. Niggas don't know I'm a prophet, cause they ain't hustlers. My verses make two different prophets, the God hustler. You gotta transition a businessman from hustler. One disrespects the other, values the customer. I heard you. When you pure in our ways on standby, watch the ones that volunteer your life for a lie. You know how many real niggas die for a lie before they had a chance to find out their life was a lie. But yeah, still you niggas would rather lie. I tell the judge, don't ask me questions cause I'm a lie. Before I call it quits and give up, I'd rather try. Sincerely yours, the spook in the sky, motherfucker.
Yeah, man.
Banger.
Yeah, done it again. I like that,
Yeah,
man.
man.
That lyrical boy. You got some bars on you. You got some bars on you. Frank
Thank you,
Talley
thank you. I
has
appreciate
bars.
that. Ah man, you're too kind.
He said, "Tell me more."
Ah, shit.
No, that's right.
Nah, I appreciate that, man. Nah, that's dope. Bridgeby, he rock with that heavy as well. That's dope.
Yeah, man. You brought it. You brought it on
That's
that one.
dope. But nah, what's so crazy? Oh, that's on that ain't on my page. I don't think that popping it like this, man, with me and Kid Bo, man. That's tough too.
It's called popping it.
What'd you say, Scott?
Popping it like this.
Okay.
That's cold too. Me and Kid Bo, man, that's hard.
Yeah, let's see if we can find that. Give Kid Bo a little shine too as well.
Man, hey, listen. Where I go, he go. Where we go, he go. Hey, you see one of us, you see all three of us.
Kid part of the team. He family. That's the trio. Yeah, we running.
Okay.
So tell us about this. So it's
get him on
Kid
too as
Bo
well.
popping it like
So,
this. Frank,
Talk about the video too, bro. Yeah. Tell about the origin of the song, how it even started.
So me and Kid, man, we go back. So he project bound, you know what I mean? Top dog. It goes to motivation again. Man, listen, man. This is my brother, man. We got songs together from way back when. You know what I mean? But Kid did a stretch as well on the Fed side. When he come here, that's his story to tell. But he dope with the music, but for him, it's just like, man, whatever. And I'm like, nah, ain't no whatever. This what we doing. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not leaving him no choice. So he and I got the EP coming out, compliments to the chef. But this is on Digging in the Safe. This is off his project, man. Popping it like this, man. This so-called, this dope.
So let me fill in because he might not remember because I don't feel like he was great to say it. But Kid has just been dropping freestyles on his IG page, right, from his car. And he dropped a verse, something he wanted to spit, and he was like, "Who gonna join me on this?" Like he just made it a public broadcasting call.
Oh yeah.
Later he tells us that he was really looking for Talley because they've been rocking. So he put it out there, and all he did was put a verse on it. Talley turned around and made it a song. He took his verse, made a hook and a song out of this joint.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna let him get away that easy. I told him I was gonna put him to work.
And then after they recorded the song, we took it back to the hood. We took it back to the Warner Hills Projects where they all from, and shot the video.
Word. That's what's up.
Cold though. This is one of my favorites right here. This cold. I like this.
Well, here we go, y'all. Let's get into it.
You Kid, right? You Kid? You don't know who I am?
I'm gonna need you to pack up your people and get out of here. I'm being a gentleman about it for now.
Niggas really ain't them niggas, need to stop deceiving niggas. That's why niggas get shot up just trying to be outseen with niggas. He was pussy anyway. How fucking dare you grieve that nigga? Knowing you ain't like that, don't be out here disrespecting niggas. Just be on your best behavior, ain't no savior in this shit. You ain't built to do no time cause you can't live without that bitch. Y'all be doing it for the net, that's why them charges about to stick. Baby, he ain't really him if he ain't popping it like this.
Told my shooter if he out there when you pull up, gun him down. And if that pussy nigga move a leg, you better run him down. I want you bad enough, won't put no 10, I'll put 100 now. That type of bounty can't even take your kids to the Waffle House. Murders in my hood, this bitch starting to feel haunted now. Did everything I had to do to take it, I don't even want it now. Brands changed on me in the midst of all my hardships. Pick the side in the middle with them niggas who like to start shit. Niggas thought I was high and I was grinding to get my money up. Popped out on them niggas, you'd have thought they seen a Cybertruck. Ladder in my waist, extendo poking out my t-shirt. Wonder if they gon' shove you in this casket with your feet first. Shit, they got so sweet out here, it's starting to make my teeth hurt. Y'all been out here putting a 10 on 10 and still ain't got a meal worth. Ego boosted up cause you been stepping on that bitch. Better beat it the police, nigga. Running there and take it all.
You niggas really ain't them niggas, need to stop deceiving niggas. That's why niggas get shot up just trying to be outseen with niggas. He was pussy anyway. How fucking dare you grieve that nigga? Knowing you ain't like that, don't be out here disrespecting niggas. Just be on your best behavior, ain't no savior in this shit. You ain't built to do no time cause you can't live without that bitch. Y'all be doing it for the net, that's why them charges about to stick. Baby, he ain't really him if he ain't popping it like this. Talking loud and swear to God, still don't make it fact. Once you set a murder play in motion, you can't take that back. Either you gon' show him what you bout to be forced to react. Send a him and he get whacked, and you responsible for that. Innocents keep getting hit, you better parlay for a truce. Cause if they catch you after shooting, they gon' pin it out on you. Y'all can hide a block, my focus generational pursuits. And being in the back of backs, relaxed in 20K suit. War retreats don't make you weak, that's room to think, you niggas slow. Imagine me being this thorough, trying to kill you about some hope. If nobody ever taught you, I don't expect for you to know. Cause what you learned to pick up on, the only shit that you can show. Whispering about a gangster only proves that you a bitch. Little talking to these hoes just means you lie for the snitch. I mean, what else you trying to be or get if neither one is rich? I don't care if you the catch, la mama, just know I'm the kid. You niggas really ain't them niggas, need to stop deceiving niggas. That's why niggas get shot up just trying to be out seen with niggas. He was pussy anyway, how fucking dare you grieve that nigga? Knowing you ain't like that, don't be out here disrespecting niggas. Just be on your best behavior, ain't no savior in this shit. You ain't built to do no time, cause you can't live without that bitch. Y'all be doing it for the net, that's why them charges about to stick. Baby, he ain't really him if he ain't popping it like this. That's why niggas get shot up just trying to be out seen with niggas. Knowing you ain't like that, don't be out here disrespecting niggas. You ain't built to do no time, cause you can't live without that bitch. Baby, he ain't really him if he ain't popping it like this.
I mean, ain't nothing more to say than that. That was hard as hell, man. Damn.
Yeah, that's my shit.
Yo, that was hard as hell. I ain't even gonna lie. That was dope, man.
Point on. Your verse was that was both verses. Yours put a period on that bitch.
Very much so.
Exclamation.
Hard as hell though, man.
Hey,
Yes.
that's what I was. Listen, I had to listen to it a few times, right? And it hit me so much that I went on Facebook Live, I think, or something. I recorded myself. I'm like, y'all not listening to this music. Y'all think these dudes is just glorifying. Y'all think they the norm. They not. They giving you the pros and the cons. They giving you the
I heard that.
story.
Yeah.
They giving you the option. They telling you what it is. They not glorifying it.
Yeah,
They
I was
telling
about to say
you,
it's not glorification. It's
they telling you what
education.
it is.
You can go this way, you
Reality.
can go that way.
It's reality. It's
Man, choose wisely.
yeah.
Yeah, your verse really explained that, you know.
Yeah. Kids set it up and Tally's like, yeah, it's like, man, they like Chris Paul and Wemby. I'm telling you. That's what they doing now.
Yeah,
That's what they doing.
I'm putting that one in the crate immediately.
immediate, man.
I
That's
don't know.
all
I
I'm
don't know
saying.
if I need to get. Actually, I just need to ask for a high quality copy of that. Please.
Oh, I'll get it to you. I got it. I'll get it to you.
All right.
I got it.
Thank you. Yeah, man. That's dope, man.
Man, we got some pressure on the way, man. That he and I together, we about to do that compliments to the chef. Man, this about to be crazy, man.
Very much so.
When is that? That's coming in 2025, you said?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there's one thing that we got to do that we haven't done yet, and it is there's this thing we do, and it was put together by one of our co-hosts, Big Weez, and we got this wheel, and it's Big Weez's wheel of who you with, and
Bridge remember this.
yeah, and it can be very difficult or it can be very easy, and you never know what it's going to be. So the internet has lists. They have tons of lists. This was a list that was on the internet that he compiled from the internet. 100 greatest rappers, MCs of all time. Per this list, somebody's list, right? But we got to do it. So what we're going to do is pick a wheel, or we're going to spin the wheel. It's going to give us an artist. And then what we're going to do, spin again. And then you got to tell us who you're with and why. Cool?
Man, what?
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
Let's get it. All right. First up.
This a whole setup.
Yep, it is. E40. E40 versus
Sprinkle me, Mike.
Ah,
yep,
he know.
versus Missy Elliott. Who you with and why?
That's interesting.
Ooh. I'm gonna shit. Okay. It's that's crazy because both of their styles is like unorthodox and everything. But and not because she's the better artist, but I'm gonna have to go with Missy because her is what she brought. She man, her not only was it the beats. See, that's kind of cheating, dude, because she had Timbaland too, though. So
Yeah.
she had Timbaland. Her pen game sick for one. Her pen game is super serious, and how she can go from being an artist to a producer, right? That takes a lot of commitment. That goes beyond just being selfish. That's selfless to be able to compile all those different songs and know who to give them to, and or sit down with an artist and help them be able to express themselves in ways they wouldn't have been able to alone. You know what I'm saying? So for those reasons, for that creative spark, I think she used her God-given ability more than he did and more than he does from what I can see. You know what I'm saying? As far as like artistry, I don't know what his accolades isn't as loud as hers. You know what I mean? And like I say, man, her creativity and shit, man, like that is a monstrous woman. Spin the wheel again, man. 2 more times, man. Come on, spin the wheel again.
Well, I mean, you definitely
do that.
We're gonna do that, but you can't. I mean,
okay.
It's a very thoughtful answer, and I appreciate that.
Very much so.
Think about it like this, though. You mentioned, yes, she's been a ghostwriter and ghost producer for a ton of multi-platinum hits, and also the fact that she's an MC and a singer, and has all of these different. She's very much a multifaceted, multiple
Was in on
threat
some of the
individual.
choreographing too, as well. She
Yeah,
has
man.
pieces of that. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't front on E40 though. I mean, so he's definitely slept on. He's a Bay Area tycoon. He's actually, has a ton of things that he has his hands in regards to
his own slanguage.
Yes.
No, but look though, this isn't to take anything from me.
Yeah.
Not to take nothing from me.
No.
Yeah.
No,
we
nothing.
We just
not that.
That's why the wheel works like that. It's a good choice. You're like, ooh, that's
evil.
Tough one, but
it's evil.
It's not putting nobody down to say which one you with.
Yeah,
because I fuck with 40. I fuck with 40. You know what I'm saying? But Missy would be able to extract greatness out of me that I don't even know that I have. So for those reasons, I would have to pick Missy. You know what I'm saying? Like Young X, like Mama Named Me Evan. Like I can go in the studio with him and he gonna force me to do something that I'm not comfortable with. And it works for me. And guess what? Now I have no problem with attempting to harmonize, right? And that was because of him. So with somebody like Missy, what she can do for me is something that I don't even know that I can do right now.
Understood.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? So that's why for those two, I would pick Missy.
Sweet. Here's what we're gonna do right here, man. Boom. Let's spin the wheel one more time.
Oh shit.
Not one more time, a couple more times, but Cool G rap. Oh,
Oh, oh,
I
he
don't think that
tough.
came up before. Yeah.
Chuck D, man.
Ooh,
Good luck with this. Who you with?
See, with this, this like purpose versus principle.
I like the way you put that. That is.
Yeah.
Hey, Bridge, who you with and why? Chuck D or
Hey man, I did this already. Don't try.
No, Bridge, like who you with?
Don't drag
Okay,
me into
so
For real, I ain't gonna think twice, Chuck D.
yeah, see, I was gonna say Chuck D too, because at this point in life where I am, living fearless is my thing. That's my day to day, living fearless, right? And that's not being afraid of myself and or others or outcome. So I'm gonna have to go with Chuck D for that very reason, because that's everything that he stood for then. I didn't understand it then, I understand it now. So that's why I would have to go with him. Even though Cool G, he's still stepping on shit right now to this day.
Yes.
Amen.
He's still stepping on shit. So that's why I say, and with this, it's purpose versus principle, because I would have to go with the purpose. Because the purpose that Chuck's, like the reason why he was doing what he was doing, like that's what we need today. You know what I mean? Like that type of voice. He don't have to, whomever that person may be, don't have to be as vocal. He can do what he want to do. It's not me. But whoever that person may be, he can come out and shout whatever it is that he need to shout from the mountaintops, but he has to be able to convey that message the same way that he did then. He had to make that relevant today. So principle versus purpose. Like I hate that I had to make that, I had to slice the cake like that, man, because that's bullshit. But I'm gonna have to go with Chuck, man.
I got so much trouble on my mind. Shit, refuse to lose.
That verse on the symphony wasn't nothing to sneeze at. And then
That's true. That's
Rikers
true.
Island, his early cold chilling shit. Ooh, yeah.
I would not.
I think I'm going Chuck too. Coogee was one of the first dudes. Streets of New York. I mean, man, he had some. And that lisp he had, his voice was unique. Like
Yeah.
So
but we gotta we gotta move with a purpose, though. The principle comes out, but we gotta move with a purpose.
Yes. I feel your choice. I think I'm going.
There's a reason why my slip mats. You know what I mean?
See?
So
there we go.
I've got a ton of slip mats, but there's a reason why these are my slip.
Yeah.
We spinning that joint again. What we doing? Because
Yeah,
that's
do it again. I had to go ahead and just
he enjoyed it. I like it.
That will is a necessary evil, man.
It's a motherfucker, man. I told you. It's I warned you. I warned you.
Damn.
Shout out to Big Weeze.
Shout out to Big Weeze, man.
Man, yeah, man, all that.
So
that devil is will.
We've got Busta versus.
Shit. That's an underrated spitter.
Can't do that. That was Missy. We got to spin again.
That would have been tough.
Queen Latifah.
Oh man. Who you calling a bitch? She was mad as hell.
Not DY.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I'm gonna have to go with Busta because he got more material and I can base it off of that. But Busta also, like lyrically, to me, he not underrated. Dude is a fucking problem. Dude is a scary dude on the microphone. Not saying that like he would scare me because no one scares me. But what I'm saying is,
his
dude is monstrous.
His cadences are fucking unmatched. He be
Man, matter of
hitting
fact,
these
listen,
pockets.
right for those like, how do we do that?
Yeah, that shit is crazy.
Like how? You know what I'm saying?
How did he say that many motherfucking words? And it, yeah, that shit is
Hey,
crazy.
and take it one more level. His showmanship is
Ridiculous.
Unmatched.
listen,
Always has been. Always
I've
has
been
been too.
I've been 10 feet. I've done filmed this whole show 10 feet from him. I got it on tape right now. 10 feet from him. That shit is incredible, bro.
Dude is monstrous.
Do you
He's
remember the
incredible.
Smoking Grooves
I
tour
was
when he
about I was
came
about to
through?
say it. We was
He
promoting that. He changed what
yeah.
5 times.
No, he performed with damn near every single artist on that lineup.
Bro,
He
And
did. He kept
changed
changing his clothes like
his
5, 6
when
security
he
guards
dropped
were
when he
chasing him,
dropped that.
cussing at him the whole time he was out in the audience. I'm sorry to step on you, Mad Ways.
Now you good?
Oh,
You
one
good?
second. He was out in the audience. He was not giving a single fuck, and his security team was running after him, yelling at him because he was going. His energy. He was a problem for that
unmatched, man.
entire show, and this is 96.
Yeah,
Unmatched, man.
He's still doing it right now, man.
when he had
Like,
that Wuha record, bro, man.
That was it.
Got
So
you all in check.
That was the
so
record.
many shows in LA that he would come through and pull up on whoever was rocking, like fucking Lauryn Hill and Outkast, and here comes Busta Rhymes. We're watching Cypress Hill and Whoop De Wop, and here comes Busta Rhymes.
Busta
And
Rhymes,
he would come in with the Wuha. You know what I mean? Just that shit would just come in.
Y'all.
Hey, man, y'all know what's crazy
And
though,
him
right?
and Spliff. It would be him and Spliff.
Yep.
Yo, I was at work today and I could not get that Pastor Cavassier out my head at all.
Oh yeah, that one goes.
Oh
crazy.
yeah.
Bro, the record he did with Dre, like, well, I motherfucking slept on that shit, but he got some heaters on that motherfucker.
Man,
All right,
dude.
so who?
The aftermath one or whatever it was.
Yeah,
that shit.
I got a question.
What's that?
Everybody heard the new Big Ego with Busta, Killer Mike, and Cube.
Yeah.
No.
Yes,
Yeah.
that is fire.
Hey,
That is
I was
fire.
gonna ask
Damn,
who
Bridge,
took
why
it.
you didn't
Who
tell me
took
about
it?
that?
I ain't even listened to it all. I seen Killer Mike's verse. You know how the algorithm be going so damn fast. You say,
Yeah.
I'm gonna check, I'm gonna listen, then I'm gonna check, and then you forget. But
Yeah.
until Ghost Boogie just mentioned it, Killer Mike's verse, I ain't heard the other two, but Killer Mike's shit, Killer
Bam.
Mike's shit.
I mean,
Oh my
Killer
Killer
god.
Mike
like
has got
he's a
he
killer. He's a
Killer
killer,
Mike,
he
man.
hits hard.
You
He
gotta
hits
pull
hard.
like we keep mentioning it. Killer Mike, you gotta come through B-Boys Underground and bless us, because yes, he's one of Killer Mike
He
is
lives.
killing everybody.
Hey man, if y'all
Everyone.
get him on the show, I just like to be backstage, bro. Killer Mike, man.
Shout out to Killer Mike. Yeah, he's the
Killing
list. Oh, and
Nah,
that shit,
Killer Mike,
Run the
dude.
Jewels. Woo, man.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, on that song you talk about, Boogie. I mean, if you don't mind, if you could play it now, because we
I
ain't heard it.
can't, because YouTube will get pulled right
Oh
off
yeah,
the
that's
air.
copyright shit.
Copyright.
Damn.
Ice
Yo,
Cube's
listen.
big ego gonna take our little show down, man.
Hey, when you the clip
Trip
I
level.
seen of Killer Mike, because he put it up, he's just having so much fun killing this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like he having so much fun smiling and killing it.
Look who we're on the track with. How can you
Oh,
not
my
smile? You can't. Look who you on the track with, man. That's some man. It's only so many things you can do, but those one things that those once in a lifetime moments,
Yeah.
man, you can't redo that.
On the
Some
record
things you can
with
redo.
Cube
Some
and
things you can
Busta.
redo, but not that one.
Yeah.
And
Cube
Cube,
and
you know,
Busta.
Cube ain't slipped at all. He brung it hard. You know, of course, Buster gonna bring it. Killer Mike was, the highlight, but Ice Cube held it down. That was old
Yeah.
Cube
Oh
going in.
yeah,
Yeah,
I
but
did
Killer
see
Mike
Cube's
talk
verse.
different.
Yeah.
Killer Mike mindset somewhere else right now, so of course he's gonna be the highlight because
He's tapped
he got
in.
the torch right now.
He's tapped
He
into
do.
the fire, man. He has got he's on fire. He has been that album and the album that he put out right after he won the Grammy, and I can't remember the name of it at the moment, because it was like the next one right after. Those are my theme songs right now, man. Like those have
Oh
been my
yeah,
theme songs. It's like get your ass up and let's go.
Jay,
Let's
he got
get it.
music, bro. Yeah, yeah.
I'm so happy he's getting his flowers and his
Yes.
time and his shine right now because
Yeah.
he deserves it. He's been in the game for a long time, and people have been sleeping on him and his speaking of his cadence and delivery. Enough of that. All right, Killer Mike. Again, you got to be on B-Boys Underground for us to talk anymore about you. So,
Hey, y'all stay like that.
I haven't watched some of your Netflix series. Come on, bro.
Go
I
tag
mean,
him.
no,
Go
oh,
tag him on
yeah.
Instagram.
That Netflix series is a problem. You need to watch that.
Yeah.
It's called Triggered, right?
Wave on Major Mike on Instagram.
What was that one? 'Cause he
Was it called Triggered or I
don't know.
forget the name of the
I'm gonna have
episode.
to pop in.
You got to watch it. Yeah, it is absolutely dope. All right,
Trigger
so
warning, yeah.
last up, trigger warning. Thank you. All
Here go this
right,
evil wheel again.
Ice Cube. Speaking of Cube, Ice Cube was like, yay, yay. All right, and then
What's your affiliate?
versus Debrat. Debrat's always on this wheel a lot.
But you know what's crazy? So for me, I don't care who would have came after Ice Cube. It would have had to been Cube.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Because like, look at where we are. He had a lot to do with it. I don't care who would have came after that wheel got spent again. You know what I'm saying? Like,
There's a reason why that's supposed to be right there always. America's
yeah,
most wanted
man.
baby. That's
It had to have been like Easy E.
Listen, it couldn't even be easy. He pinned for easy.
Ice
Right.
Cube's right the rhymes that I say.
Like Cube, man, they got shows shut down. Like, come on, man. Cube. And the way he the position that he took. You know what I mean? Like the position that he took back then, man, that took a lot to as a man, like, I'm gonna go do this on my own. And the Most High was with him the whole way though. I don't even think he knew it then while he was on the NWA side. He probably did, but man, to leave, then do his own thing, then give us Fridays and all about the Benjamins, and like, dude is like, he him. For whatever reason, I feel like he not where he should be, but he's right where he is. But dude, man, yeah, I don't care who would have came after him. Tupac could have came after him. It would have been tough for me to say it. Biggie could have came after him. It would have been tough for me to say it. But come on, man, it's Cube, man.
For me, growing up for a long time, and forever, it's always been like Ice Cube, especially you know, from the early NWA work all the way through, you know. And we just talked about it. We reviewed on one of my other podcasts, Blurred Reality. You need to check that out on Fridays. We reviewed Welcome to Death Row, and the homie DJ C Minus pulled up, and we talked about he's a legendary West Coast DJ. And he brought up, we talked about how Ice Cube's from America's Most all the way to Lethal Injection. It's like a perfect body of work. Like, it's unfuckwittable.
It is.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, man. Q, whoever would have came after that, it would have had to been Q, man. And I say that in complete solidarity, though.
No, absolutely.
Because what he stood for, man, like, when it come to building a nation, it's people like that who they should be modeled after. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. And then it's the damn wheel. We love the wheel.
It's that damn wheel.
It gets good conversation going because, I mean, it's who who you with and why
Yeah,
though? And
talk
why?
It
I
gets
want
you
to
to
know why.
understand the mindset of the person who you're interviewing.
Yeah.
absolutely. It's a great
That
tool.
cheating ass will. That will is a psychological trick. Like when you go see your therapist and they say, "Tell me what you see on these cards." That's that cheating ass will.
And then they writing shit down like, okay,
You know what I'm saying?
you writing
And
in
I
there.
and I love it because it removes us from it. We're impartial. Like I'm just pressing a button. There's no way. There's 100 people on there,
It ain't
so I'm
rigged.
not setting you up. Like give me, your favorite hometown. None of that. Like it's the wheel done.
This the will. I love that will though. I love that will. That's dope.
Absolutely. Shout out to the homie Big Weez. Big Weez is gonna be back on an episode here soon.
Salute
Yeah,
to Big
man.
Weeks, man.
Yeah, man. So what else do we want to get into? Another video.
Yeah.
What's up there, Bridge?
That you got the Until the End of Time, which is like a classic, but then you also got
Ooh.
you got the hold
Nah, yeah, that right there.
on. Okay, there
Till
you
the end of
go.
time. Okay.
Oh, you will soon find ruin when only you chase power. It's dead when your heart get darker than moon hours. Climbing from that place like scaling up 2 towers. Between the jealous hearts and the haters who seem prouder. They'll omit as my story, so I tell it. To cut through confusion, add it when progressing. Whatever the emotion, I openly bare naked. Display imperfections will bring you close to perfection. Woohoo! Yeah, there, run that.
Yeah, man. All right. Well, here it is. Give us 1 second. Until the End of Time. Shoot, I got it. Give me 1 second, man. Twitch is a motherfucker. Or YouTube's this software be crazy as fuck.
Yeah, what is it? Until the end of time freestyle? Nah, don't expect for you to change, but you can't be burned by the flame and stay the same. Because to me, running back to the game just seemed deranged. I identify my triggers and know the source of my pains. Master manipulators first require loyalty, because every lost soul need a cause, tribe, and loyalty. Niggas get positioned and they fuck it up royally. The weakest form of communication, probably orally. One thing the eyes can't hide is deceit. The one thing we'll never achieve is world peace. They know that it's not their land, it's just lease. Just know that your claim is bigger than just streets. We ain't got to be brothers in faith to spread love. That divisive type thinking will never get us above. Look at where we are, because we don't know where we was. Stop thinking that your life don't matter. You know it does, felon. It don't mean that you're lost because you're felon. It's just the natural order that some things fell in.
There it goes.
Ah, yeah.
There it
Man.
Amen.
Man, there we go. Here we go.
Bro, what happened, bro? Come on. I ain't saying nothing, bro.
You will soon find room when only you chase power. It's there where your heart get darker than moon hours. Climbing from that place like scaling up 2 towers. Between the jealous hearts and the haters who seem prouder. They'll omit it's my story, so I tell it. To cut through confusion, add it when progressing. Whatever the emotion, I openly bare naked. Display imperfections will bring you close to perfection. Nah, they don't expect you to change, but you can't be burned by the flame and stay the same. Cause to me, running back to the game just seemed deranged. I identify my triggers, ignore the source of my pain. Master manipulators first require loyalty, cause every lost soul need a cause, trap, and loyalty. Niggas get positioned, then they fuck it up royally. The weakest form of communication, probably orally. One thing the eyes can't hide is deceit. The one thing we'll never achieve is world peace. They know that it's not their land, it's just lease. Just know that your claim is bigger than just streets. We ain't gotta be brothers in faith to spread love. That divisive type thinking will never get us above. Look at where we are, cause we don't know who we was. Stop thinking that your life don't matter, you know it does, felon. It don't mean that you're lost because you fell in. It's just the natural order that some things fell in. Be glad you got something, but don't settle for the telling. Make sure you're victorious by the time to tell in. Why settle for less? Just keep going. There's still more stream ahead, so keep going. Open up your mind and you will be all knowing. Not knowing everything, but essentially all knowing, nigga.
Sermon. That's like a sermon. Preach.
Oh, love it.
Yeah.
Somebody said,
Yeah.
is that a Tupac beat? Is that?
Yeah, that's that until the end of time.
Okay. Yeah.
So so now you need to explain the mixtape if you haven't, because I know I've been on and off. The mixtape is
Okay,
1671.
so
But go ahead.
61671, which is the mixtape, it's basically my tribute to Tupac, right? Because I'm trying to make it a national holiday. Why? Because I said so. 61671 to me will be celebrated. So the best way for me to celebrate it is to put a mixtape out to him. Now I didn't do all Tupac beats. What I do, 2 of them. I did that one and No More Pain. But and then everybody else's. But yeah, man, Pac, man, like, dude, the reason why I blend who I am and who I want to be together is because of him. You know what I'm saying? Because he was that person that'll give you what you want and what you need. Like Dr. Malachi Z. York say, you got to give them what they want so they can later take what they need. You know what I'm saying? So I learned how to do that when I was studying, sneaking, listening to music and all that. Like in the beginning of the story, remember? I learned how to do that with by listening to Tupac. Oh, that Gangsta's Favorite, that's my shit too. I see you over there moving around. That lick back, that's hard too. That lick back hard too.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And thanks for the explanation on the 61671. Yeah.
What
so
should we? What? Yeah.
some good mixtape.
What
That's
should
on
we?
SoundCloud too.
Okay. Okay.
So
So
what should we sample off of this?
Off of the 616.
Mhm.
you just showed videos, so
You said it's no video.
you just the videos we've been playing, all of those is from the mixtape.
Yeah, y'all.
Got it.
Well, not
Got it.
Secret. Secret's not on the mixtape.
Yeah, Secrets is yeah.
Secrets is gonna be on All Kings Suffer. That's at the top of the year.
Okay.
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 That lick back, that lick back, that's dope too.
Let's hear a lick back.
It's a video on there on lick back right there over in the corner. Got the blue T-shirt on.
Okay.
That's to the ESTG beat.
Here we go, y'all.
Before I let a nigga get one up, I'm getting even. Guaranteed I'm really one of the hardest out this region. Came home at the beginning of winter. I skipped seasons cause my mind couldn't fathom failure for no reason. Even if your foundation is lies, you stand on it. That's the only truth you got, so that makes you a man, don't it? Press play. What you listening to is a cane omen. That I how you whip quarters and get borders the same moment. Ask about me. Each breath I breathe got pain in it. In the joint, I was selling that tune through the pandemic. Big warning to the real, don't start if you can't finish. The grind just a stepping stone, just trust me, it has a limit. It's the system, I'm telling you about them cause I create them. You living by laws I made, so trust me, you can't debate them. You looking up the niggas when I'm the one help make them. How you know about the faces of demons and you ain't face them? You wanna take shots, I'm a nigga you can't miss. I'm really big on vendettas, I'm something you gotta hit. Right now I'm still single, but act like I got a bitch. So now we can't fuck raw, we definitely can't kiss. I don't give a fuck about who she fucked on before me. I'm just happy that they was real niggas before me. I do this for the real ones that died real before me. Nobody before the cause, and the cause come before me. There's not one out of your league. Don't get a hustle up, cause disrespectful bitches treat you different when you up. Y'all was cool, now they looking at you different cause you up. So keep growing up, be a bum with niggas. Decisions tough, huh? Nigga. Yeah.
That's that Bloody Knife joint right there. That's the beat that's playing.
That's nice. Man. Salute.
Hell yeah.
Shout
Nah,
out to
it's a little pressure on there, man. It's a little pressure on that mixtape, man.
Yeah, man.
Shout out to the legacy of motivation while we in here. So, you know, No,
Man,
love,
big
love to
moch,
see that.
big
Love,
moch.
love seeing y'all repping him in the videos and whatnot.
Yeah.
Appreciate that. You know.
Yeah.
Hey,
He be with us.
I forgot.
We don't go nowhere without him. He be with us. He be right there.
There we go.
hey, wait till y'all see this King Suffer cover for this album art, bro.
Ah, man.
I didn't even see it. My daughter peeped it, but it's because it's got so much going on. But he got the motivation T-shirt on. It's crazy, man. Wait till you see the joint.
It's an anime. It's based on anime. You know what I'm saying? So the cover is dope, and the story behind it. You know, on the road to get in that seat. You know what I mean? Like, you know what you got to go through to be able to sit on that throne? Like, it's a lot of pain and suffering, man. All kings suffer. You know what I'm saying? And when you get the seat, you might not even want it no more.
Yeah.
That's why on that popping it like this, to quote Kid Bo, he saying everything I had to do to take it. I don't even want it now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because on the road to success, like, look at everything that you got to go through, all the people that you lose. Like, you know what it takes to maintain yourself? Like, man, it takes a lot of resilience and wherewithal to stand firm like that, man. And by the time you get in the seat, you're like, man, this shit wasn't fucking worth it. I ain't with none of the same people. This shit too much. I don't even want it now, but I got it. So now I got to rule. You know what I'm saying? So now the thing is, how you gonna rule? So I choose, since I'm gonna be sitting in the seat, I choose to rule righteously, but you know, just don't play with me. You know what I'm saying? Because you still got to remember what I did to get to the seat. You know what I'm saying? So don't play with me, though.
Amen.
Amen. I fucks with you and fucks with that. Like I think the thing that I appreciate most is the amount of wisdom that you are sharing and imparting, and what you're putting in with the music that you're putting out there. There's definitely gems that you can apply and learn and help some folks that, you know, need that game early on,
Yeah,
especially kids that their minds are very formable. Just think about how you studied music, the way you mentioned how you studied music. I was exactly the same way. Since an early kid, I gravitated towards music, so I appreciate that. But I know how much it formed who I am, to a point where it just could never change who I am. And you just got to be who you are. But that, what you're doing for the next generation. So think about it that way. And I can appreciate what you are doing by imparting the wisdom that you've gained and learned throughout your life. And with that, man, dope interview, man. Salute
Love
you.
it, love it.
Thank you.
And
Salute
the trials and tribulations.
Man, thank y'all, man. Y'all making me feel like somebody, man. Thank y'all. Thank y'all, man. Thank y'all.
What is the
B-Boys Underground?
What is the one thing that you would say that, like, through everything that you've gone through, right, and everything that you've learned and all of those scars that you've earned, what's the one thing that you would say has been the most important piece of advice that's helped you get to where you are now?
So advice that I would give somebody, or that was imparted upon me?
Whatever, like however, you know what I mean, because the advice that you give, you know, you glean from multiple, however you want to spin it, just giving you a couple ways out.
Okay, so I would pass on what was given to me by a guy named Lewis. I forget his last name because our meeting was brief. He was finishing up like 13 years or something like that. And this was my third number. But what he said to me was, if you live long enough, life will make a liar out of you. You know what I mean? So that's important to me, because at one point in time, I thought, like, shit, thugging is what I'm going to be doing forever. I'm going to be outside forever. I'm going to be in the streets forever. Now, it's just like, damn, the longer I live, the more I seen, the more, it was just like, you know what? I don't want to do this shit no more. Like, it ain't worth it. What do I have? I have a whole lot of trauma that may never go away. I have a whole lot of trust issues that no one would care to read because no one fucks with magazines anymore, right? I have a whole lot of debris, what I would say, inside my DNA that I pass on to my offsprings, and hopefully it doesn't fuck with them too much. I have issues with people that it's like, man, you know what? I'm hoping to myself that they don't try me because of who I used to be. Like, it's, if you live long enough, life will make a liar out of you. But also, in the same breath, though, I added to it over time. I say, if you live long enough, you'll be a legend or a lie, because you can't have something without another something. So at this point now, I'm choosing to make myself a legend. You know what I'm saying? Because life already made a liar out of me because I'm not doing the things that I once said I was going to always do, right?
Correct.
So now this is where I become legend. This is where I jump on the cross, no different than Jesus, Yahshua, Yahweh, whatever is, whoever want to call him whatever, but this is my cross to bear right now. This is where my as above, so below, so within, so without meet with me in the middle. This is me on my cross. You know what I'm saying? So this is why I choose to be a legend. So if you live long enough, you'll be a legend or a lie. It's a conscious decision. So that's what I would tell somebody.
Good advice.
Yo,
Love that.
man.
Deep. Very insightful.
And he just put a period on the episode. There ain't nothing else to say after that. But, man.
Ain't no secrets, bro.
Hey, yo.
Yeah.
Woo. Well, hey, man, this has been a great time. I appreciate everybody that's tuned in live. And then, of course, don't forget B-Boys Underground. You can check this episode number 59 and all the episodes, all 59 of them, on youtube.com. Go to B-Boys Underground, search us up, and then you can check the previous episodes or past episodes playlist.
Go find that one with
the
Bridge
live.
on there. We had
For
him
the
on
live.
there.
Bridge is on there, of course. I mean, like,
there's a Mad Ways episode too. She
there's a Mad Ways episode. I
How
mean,
about that?
we've got so many.
run
great
it back,
episodes.
run it back.
There's so many. Spend a lot of time. Hit likes, hit subscribes, hit all notification bells. We would very much appreciate you sharing it out too. If you fuck with underground hip hop and fuck with real hip hop, then please, we want to be your one-stop shop for everything underground hip hop. B-Boys Underground, man. With that being said, man, shout outs. So,
want to give a shout out to Wifey. Definitely got that love. Everybody, Cincinnati, everybody tuning in. B-Boys, Big Girls. Shout out to Ghost Boogie. Shout out to Mad Ways, Big Weeze, and everybody checking in. And definitely shout out to Mark Bridge, Hip Hop Period.com, TV, all of that, and bringing on a monster artist here, Frank Talley. Man, we really appreciate you joining the B-Boys Underground podcast and dropping the bars, the wisdom, and everything, man. We wish you much success. We're going to keep checking on you. Come back anytime. We appreciate you. Rallo.
All right. And then Mad Ways, shout outs, fam.
Yeah, shout out to fam. Shout out Wifey. Shout out my B-Boys brothers, Boogie, G-Dash, Big Weed. Shout out to Bridge and Frank Talley, man. It was good having you on the show. Got some dope ass music, fam. And much love to everybody in the chat, everybody who tuned in. Show some love. Follow Frank Talley. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Big up.
Absolutely. And then the one and only Bridge, shout outs, fam.
Keep it light. Appreciate y'all for having us, man. Salute to B-Boys Underground first and foremost. Shout out to the host Ghost Boogie, Dash Press and my man Waves. Listen, we just want to thank everybody who's tuning in, supporting us, and rocking with us. That's all. Big love to everybody who's rocking with us. Thank you.
Absolutely. Amen. And then, of course, Frank Talley. Yo, shout outs, fam.
Yes, sir, man. Shout out to y'all. Well, first and foremost, shout out to the Most High for making all this possible.
Amen.
And, shout out to all the brothers. Shout out to all the brothers and sisters that's tuned in. And I would also like to add, man, don't forget to pray. Count your blessings. You know what I'm saying? And love who you love, man. It's a lot of shout outs, but I just can't do it. So I got to say, just don't forget to pray, man. Prayer works. And I love y'all with the same love God got, man. I appreciate y'all for listening, tuning in, all that, man. Peace and blessings.
Absolutely, yo. And with that being said, I want to say much love to each and every single one of y'all. I appreciate and thankful for my wife, Mama Boogie, and my family, my kiddos, my mom that's with me as well. And of course, my usual suspect, my B-Boys Underground, my Blurred Reality family, all of you that tune in live and spend all your time with me and the rest of my cohorts every single damn day of the week. I appreciate you.
Oh, and, can I say one more thing?
Absolutely. You can say one more thing.
Okay, so there's no king in the wild, no peace for the wicked. Experience real losses, then them gains are hit different. They set it up for you to hit goals, you still miss it. Two things that I can't be, them and a witness. They gotta let me in for niggas that love a challenge. But I ain't trying to make new friends, I'm too callous. Don't want a hoe with mileage. So I play broke to keep these hoes stowed off like they pH balance. They don't care about who you are or becoming, is who you was that they focus on. The moment you start getting the buzz, I'm trying to own one, not ball out in the club. You could never lose a friend. If you lost them, they never was. If it don't add value, then it's a liability. If it's me keeping count, I can't lack accountability. That's all, man. That's all I wanted to say.
Man, well, look, man.
Hey, look, that's on 616 too. That's soprano mindset. I rap to the soprano beat. That's on 61671. I rap to the soprano beat.
Okay.
You're the first one to spit like you've been spitting
on the outro. We got a record for freestyles in one show.
Yo,
9 more rhymes.
Shout out to Frank. Frank Talley is a problem, y'all. And if you aren't rocking with Frank Talley, then I don't know why. So fuck you. That's what I'm gonna say. Make sure you check in with the usual suspects tomorrow night. Blurred Reality, B-Boys Underground. We out here. Keep it positive, keep it pushing, keep persevering, stay present. Love. Y'all split that. We out.
Rollo.
Rollo.